Friday. So I'm like, you know, since it's Friday, let me do a little something so we can hang out for a little bit before the kids get home, because they're gonna drive me crazy, super crazy. If you are new here, I am Merayna, and I'm gonna be making some waist beads today. As per usual, I have to get my music together so I can get in the zone. I'm sorry I've been MIA for a couple of days though, because I just be doing stuff, and I've been doing a lot of like creating shorts. So that's been a lot of my energy been going to the shorts. I haven't been doing a lot of lives because I've been making shorts. So, you know, you gotta prioritize what you're trying to do, you know what I mean? And don't you forget it. Come on. Are we connected? Excellent. Hey, now let's get some musica. Let's see. Oh, Chance the Rapper got a new song out. Okay, Chance. But we're not listening to that right now. All right, I already got my string done already. This is my string. This is like a nylon pink, hot pink thread I'm using today, but I usually use the Mersize cotton thread. I had got this pink one from Joann's, so you know, why not have a little fun with it? So I've been making a couple of waist beads using the hot pink. There is no right or wrong when it comes to making it, so here we are. I had a mix from the other day, this red and blue. So I'm gonna probably make one strand just like that. And then maybe add some accent beads to it. Okay. So when you're making your string, you're gonna have a loopy side, and then you're gonna have your side where you have your knots, and those knots are gonna be to capture your beads from falling off of your string. Simple. And then we're gonna do is we're going to cut a piece of thread. And cut one piece of thread, and this piece of thread is going to connect the string to the needle. So we got that. You got the little opening. I'm going to just feed it straight through. And then now what you're going to do is, if you're using like thread, cotton thread, like how I'm using today, then you're going to have to do this step. If you're using like a cord, you'll skip this step, because the cord is going to be like maybe 4 loops at the top, versus we got like 7 loops at the top because we used a lot of pieces of string, you know. So we're gonna open up all of our loops. Take your time, because you want to make sure you got all your loops open, and then it should look like that. And then with this thread, we're gonna feed it through, connect it, tie it once, just like that. And then I'll cut off the little tail. That's up to you, that's optional, you don't have to. But I cut off the little tail, I bring it to the middle. Never leave your knot here at the bottom, because it adds bulk to your thread. So it's gonna make your beads hard to slide down. So make sure you bring your knot to the middle, or just away from where the connector string is at. ooh, and out. So at the bottom, there's like this line. You're gonna connect that line. You're gonna line it up with this. So that's how the ooh, that's how the electric bead spinner works. Actually, I'm gonna actually move this to the smaller bowl. All right. So you just line up those two lines, and now we are in action. So now it's real simple. We're just gonna put our beads onto our string. Maybe I should add some more blue. Yeah. I kind of want to add some light blue to this too. So we're going to add some dark blue. And then we're going to add some light blue. Let's make it fun, huh? Should we put the clear on there? I want to put the light blue. And it's not a lot of blue, it's just a little bit. It's a little something something. Hello, welcome to the live. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out when I come on live. We're gonna make some waist beads today. So I'm just adding in a couple of these light blues that I have here. I feel like that's gonna add some pop to it. Some of these beads, I got these beads from either Michael's or Joann's. And it's time for me to buy some more beads, y'all. Like, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. Add yellow or gold. Let me see. Let me see if I got any yellow or gold. Let me see. Oh, I do got some gold. I got rose gold, y'all. So I'm gonna put that in there. Ooh, I like what you did there with that gold. Yeah. Loving it. All right. That looks really good. And let me add a little bit of light so y'all can see what I'm doing over here, y'all. Have y'all been seeing my shorts? I've been uploading a lot on my channel lately. Let me know if y'all been seeing my shorts. I want to see who they feeding it out to. So we're gonna put it up like that. Maybe white. I don't have no white, girl. I don't got no white. I got clear. Let me show you what the mix is looking like so far. This is what our mix is looking like. So we don't have any white. We do have clear. I could add clear in there. What you think? We got orange. It looks good. All right. I'm gonna leave it like that then. And then I'm gonna add these. So I have these like check glass beads. So I'm gonna add that like in the middle just to kind of bring it together. So let's see. I kind of feel like I might need more blue. We'll see. So, like I said, the anchor knot is gonna capture your beads. So my beads are not going nowhere. I'm tugging on it. They're not going nowhere because I got the knot there at the bottom. So it's very important to add your anchor knot before you get started because you will forget and you will have your beads all over the floor. Happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday. What y'all doing this weekend? So when I get to about 23-ish inches, I'm gonna start adding in the shut glass beads. That's just something I standardly follow, but you don't have to follow that rule. Like you could start adding in your shut glassy beads now, but me, I like to put them in the middle. I like to have my beads like just have a focus point. So I always put my little embellishments in the middle. So I got this electric bead spinner from Amazon, and it's about $13. When I first purchased it, I was getting ready for a pop-up shop, and what had happened was I was getting my new beads, and my new beads was 6 millimeter beads. My standard size was 2 millimeter beads, so I was just like, okay, I got this new stock. I don't have a lot of it, so I was trying to like work overtime. So I invested in this electric bead spinner because I usually use the wooden one, and it saves me a lot of time because usually I have to be here working working my wrists, you know what I'm saying, just to get that waist bead done. But with this being automatic, I don't have to do all that extra. I was about to make some earrings, right? I was watching Heather Boyd Wire, and I just did not see something that caught my eye today, and I'm like, you know what, I love a good like challenge. Trust me. Matter of fact, speaking of challenge, I have to do a workout. But I love a good challenge. And I just didn't see nothing that I wanted. They was doing some, all right, this is 23. They was making these spider webs, but I don't feel like I got everything for it. Like I have a lot of 20 gauge wire, but I don't have like a thinner wire to work with. So I feel like it's not gonna come out right. So I was just like, let me just get off of it and come back to it later. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna add in our blue and red. And I'm gonna use the bigger ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And then I also have, what we got so far is these. And then I got the light blue. So I think I'm gonna add that too. I don't know if I'm gonna use all of these beads. We'll see. But I'm gonna get 4 of the blue, the light blue. And let me show you what we got. So now, thanks to my girl Tina, I got these pretty little trays to put my beads in. Boom. All right. So I'm gonna do, let's start with blue, dark blue. I'm gonna do 5 in the middle. So dark blue, 5 in the middle. Dark blue, red, 5 in the middle. And then light blue. And we're gonna repeat that, 5 in the middle. All right, and then back to the blue. 5 in the middle. And then put red, 5 in the middle, and then blue. This is how it's looking. And I'm gonna repeat that again one more time, I think. So 5 more in the middle. Dark blue, 5 in the middle, and then red. I'm gonna stop here. Let's see what we got. I feel like the red kind of gets drowned out a little bit here, but I'm gonna keep it. All right, so now we're gonna just finish up the other side of the strand. Ooh. Slide that down and keep going. This is not it. This, this is supposed to be 2025, and this ain't it. All right. So my cheating way to know if I'm done, when I just want my sides to be like the same. Hello, welcome. I usually put it like this and then measure how much I got left. So I still got a couple of inches to go. Hang on. I see a purple on this strand, so I'm gonna take that off. So the aim is to make this waist bead strand about 50 inches long, but sometimes it goes longer than that, and I'm okay with that. I bought this wrong needle from Amazon, but I can't find these needles anymore on Amazon, which is pretty crazy to me. So I had this one needle for years now, at least 2 years. So I've been making waist beads for years, and I cannot find these beads at all. I usually try to like link it in my description box so y'all can have exactly what I have, but I can't find it. Y'all might have to go to Michael's or maybe even Hobby Lobby. I think Beadalon or Beadsmith kind of carries that this kind of brand, but it's called the jewelry needle. A little bit more. Now measure. So I need a little bit more. How about maybe 12 more beads? Okay, let's see. Alright, so I'm gonna measure a little something something. Let's see where we're at. That's 30. So it's 52 inches long. No big deal. I've cooled them up. I'm making these red and blue ones. So now we are done at the bottom. We're just gonna clip off. Like this. And then we're gonna make another anchor knot so that our beads don't go flying everywhere, because we don't want that. So pretty. Thank you. And then we're gonna tie it 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. And then make our little slip knot. And then slide our beads down. And on the other side, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of trim the thread. I don't like when the thread looks like this, uneven. So I'm gonna cut it. That just looks better to me. And then we're gonna make the anchor knot like this. This is a hot pink nylon thread. I'll show you the spool in a second. I had bought it from Amazon, not Amazon, from Joann's before they went out of business. I just thought it was pretty. It was a pretty color, so it was no reason. I usually just use the cotton thread, but it was there. It was cheap, you know. I'm actually wearing this thread because I never like sell things that I don't try out myself. So I used it myself. I like it. It hasn't given me any kind of skin irritations or anything like that. That's why I always tell people to make sure you date your products. Like, you got to make sure that you can stand on business when it comes to representing your products. Like, you can't be having things out in the world and it don't hold up to par. Like, you got to know, okay, you know I wore my waist beads for 2 years. I know my beads is good. You know what I'm saying? Type stuff. So this is what it's looking like. Hold on, let me fix it for y'all. Let me fix it one more time, because I want y'all to see the middle. The pink looks nice. Thank you. So this is how it looks. So this one will represent calmness for the light blue. The gold represents wealth. The red represents love and passion. The dark blue represents stability and confidence. And there is some green in there, so that means fertility, appetite, and abundance. And yeah, this is our waist bead today, y'all. Thank you for hanging out with me. So the kids is out of school for the weekend, so I'm gonna probably be MIA, but I'll be back Tuesday because, you know, Monday's Columbus Day. But like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I'm having trouble finding matte beads that don't fade. I've had some of my waist beads on for over 3 years and I'm making them right, just seeking better beads. Yeah, that's tough, because I had the same problem with like these purple beads that I had, and it just was not, it was not doing it. Like I said, I was dating my beads and I noticed that when I took a shower, the beads faded to to white. So I don't know how you're gonna combat that. Purple is the worst. Yeah, right. I thought it was just me. A part of me is like, what if we put like a spray adhesive, like I don't know, like maybe a Mod Podge to kind of seal it. Maybe we could find some type of thing to seal the beads, but that's gonna be tough. I have these blue matte ones. It's in here. It's in this mix. You can kind of see it. I found those inside of Michael's. So you can find them, but they might still fade. I don't know. I don't have a solution yet for the fading beads. I wish I did, but eventually we are learning together. But if you do find out a solution, let me know, girl. Or, yeah, just let me know, because I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm gonna make one more strand like this, but I have to go pick up my baby girl from the school bus in a few minutes. But what I usually do, just to break it down real quick, is I'll measure out about 64 inches of strand of the string, and then I'll double it up until I have about 14 inches. I mean 14 strings, 7 loops at the top, and then on the other side is gonna have a blunt inside. So we'll see. And then after that, I'll just start feeding them on. I'll make a little anchor knot, and then I'll start feeding on my beads, and then I'll make another anchor bead, and then I'll do my slip knots. So making waist beads is not hard, you know. You too, Jennifer. Making waist beads is not hard. It's not. It's definitely a journey if you decide to wear them. You have to just set your intentions and know what they stand for. They are a sense of it's a way of for you to gauge your weight gain, your weight loss. Some people wear it when they're trying to like have babies. They might be like, oh, you know, I need that. So it's honestly your intentions that you set into your waist bead. But thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm done for the day for now. I'm just gonna enjoy my last couple of minutes before my baby girl gets home. But come back to me, Jennifer, if you find out a solution for the beads. This would be a necklace separation, crocheting, anything else? Crocheting. Yes, I am crocheting something. Let me show you what I'm working on. So, this is what I'm working on so far for my crochet piece. You too, Kudamount. This is a sweater, and all I'm working on is the arms, and it'll be done. This is the neck part, so my head goes here, and it's gonna be a little off the shoulder. So let me show you real quick what it's looking like. I do have plans on wearing this with like a dress, but so I'm gonna have it like off the shoulder. It's gonna be like strappy. Cute. Thank you. Thank you. So I think it's really cute. I kind of am contemplating if I want to make this longer because, you know, my boobies, like something like that. I don't know yet. But yeah, I'm just working on the arms, and then it looks funny right now, but once I block it, heat block it, it's gonna look so good. I don't think I'm working on anything else. I've been having some pains in my arm, so I've been kind of just laying off on my crocheting for a little while. You have a crochet kit for a Harry Potter scarf. May need to pay you to make it for me. Go ahead, just send it on to me. I love making different things. I made a crochet plant, and I think I'm gonna gift that one to my neighbor across the street because she stayed looking out for me. So she's really into plants. This plant right here next to me, she gave to me, and I'm like, how am I gonna repay her? So I want to make her a crochet plant, you know, a plant that never dies. It's already done. The only thing is I have to find a pot that's gonna like kind of support the foam inside of it, and then once I figure out the pot that I'm gonna use, then I'll go from there. I'll probably fill it in with like some stones, and then I don't know. I never made it before, so we'll see. But the hard part is done. I'm so serious. I'll message you. Absolutely, Jennifer. But yeah. So I'm gonna holler at y'all later. I'm gonna get going now. If I have a free moment, because with these kids at home driving me crazy, my little one, it'd be my little one. She just be wanting to be live with me, and I'm like, home girl. So if she lets me go live, I will come on live. But if she doesn't, then I'm hers all weekend. But I'll see you guys soon. Make sure you are following, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch y'all later. Bye.